My friend Muslims, you people claim that Jesus Christ is not God and that God cannot take on human flesh. You're saying God cannot be a human being or God cannot decide to be a human being. So when we say Jesus Christ is God, you say he's not God. When we define it, we explain what the Trinity is, you said it's not true. Now I want to ask you a question, and I'm going to use your hadith to prove to you that your angel Gabriel or your Jibril, a time came, he turned himself into a man. Let's turn to Sahih Buhari, 32:35. I read Sahih Buhari, 32:35. The most authentic, according to you, the most authentic book after your Quran. Is the most authentic book after your Quran. Sahih Buhari, 32:35. I read. Narrated Masrud. I asked Aisha, what about his statement? Then he, Gabriel, approached and came closer, and I was at distance of but two bow lengths, or even nearer, or even nearer, 53, 8, and 9. She replied, it was Gabriel who used to come to the prophet in the figure of what? A man. But on that occasion, he came in the actual and rare figure. He came in his actual and rare figure, and he was so huge that he covered the whole horizon. Now, the wife of Muhammad, is saying that Angel Gabriel came. And when Angel Gabriel come to visit his husband, her husband Muhammad, Angel Gabriel comes as a human being, a man, Angel Jibril. But this time when Angel Jibril came, he came in his actual size and real figure. And what's the actual size and real figure? We know that angels have wings and so on. And it says that he was so huge, and Angel Jibril covered the whole horizon. This is what Aisha, the wife of Prophet Muhammad, is saying. Now, my question to you Muslims, if Angel Gabriel, who we all know Angel Gabriel is not God, but it's a creation of God, or let me say in this sense, is you Allah who created Jibril. If Jibril can become a human being, does it mean God cannot take on human flesh? Is that what you are saying? This is the quotation. Let me read it again. Narrated Mashrut. I asked Aisha, into bracket, what about the statement? Then he, Gabriel, approached and came closer and was at a distance of but two bow lengths, or even nearer. 53, 8 to 9. She replied, it was Gabriel who used to come to the prophet in the figure of a man. But on that occasion, he came in his actual and real figure. And he was so huge that he covered the whole horizon. Sahih Buhari, 32, verse 35. So my Muslim friend, as you are going, can your Jibril or can an angel become man or turn himself into a man? If Jibril can turn himself into a man, are you saying God cannot turn himself into a man or become man? Are you saying your Jibril or angel Gabriel has more capacity or capabilities than God? The Bible says that God became and took on human flesh, and he is called Jesus Christ. So Jesus is God. And just like your angel Gabriel became man, so God also became man. If you are saying angel Gabriel's one, that it is right, or it is true, or it can happen, are you saying God cannot? God is fake? I made a video where your Quran, listen very carefully, your Quran, that is from Sunan Ibn Majah, 3781. This is what it says. It was narrated from Ibn Baruda that the father told that the messenger of Allah said, the Quran will come on the day of resurrection like a pale man. and will say, I'm the one that kept you awake at night and made you thirsty during the day. Your Quran, on the day of resurrection, your hadith is saying that it will come like a pale man. And one of the Muslims say that it's a figure of speech. No problem. Sometimes, yes, sometimes figure of speech. But if your Quran is said to be uncreated, and your Allah is said to be uncreated, then your Quran is Allah. Because anything uncreated means is God. And if your Quran is uncreated and your Allah is uncreated, then your Allah is God. Then the Quran is also God. And if your Allah, if your Quran, which is also Allah, can become a pale man, why is it that's a figure of speech? The Quran can become a pale man because it's supposed to be Allah. And if Angel Gabriel, who is supposed to have been created by your Allah, can become a man, can't the Quran become a man? That's why it is not a figure of speech. That is what your word is saying. And that's why I made a certain video where your Allah is uncircumcised. But you say, no, it's not about Allah. Now ask you a question again. Your Quran is saying, your Hadith is saying that your Angel Gabriel became a man. And that is how anytime he's going to speak to your prophet, he comes in a form, on a figure of a man. Can angels become men? If angels can become men, what about God? Or what about your Allah, who you say is the God I worship? Please answer that question. May God bless you. I'm Dr. Nibo Christolite.